Hello out there, everyone. Today we're going to take a quick look at this Severin Films release of Out of the Blue, a 1980 film directed by Dennis Hopper, also starring Dennis Hopper and the wonderful Linda Mance, who is on the cover here. And this is a movie that is considered to be sort of the unofficial sequel to Easy Rider. If the Dennis Hopper character had survived, at least that's how Dennis Hopper puts it, that it would be something that character would have likely been involved with 10, 12 years on. And I think the movie itself is a really interesting time capsule, and one that illustrates just how impressive Dennis Hopper was as an artist, both in front of and behind the camera. Linda Mance, of course, just gave a incredibly believable performance as the wayward teen daughter of the Dennis Hopper character, and it really is focused primarily on her. And apparently that was a decision that was made by Dennis Hopper once he was given the director reins on the film, which apparently was not the original intent. He was only going to star in it, but then there was some major falling out on the basically on location, and Hopper ended up basically taking the director reins, and he does a great job telling this story. And while the movie itself is, almost documentarian in its sort of feel, it's just such an interesting and fascinating look at these characters' lives, and a really interesting time capsule of the Pacific Northwest punk scene circa 1979. Here's the disc, the MRA case, and as you can see, it was received very, very well at the film festivals in 1980, but apparently had some U.S. distribution problems that never were resolved, and so the movie sort of fell through the cracks. But you can pause there to get the details off of the back of the case, and it's got apparently over 15 hours of supplemental features, which is really, I don't see how you would need any more than that. I actually did dip in to some of them, and I think that they're very interesting. There are a couple that are, done by way of the Zoom interview. I think they were recorded right around the time the COVID just broke out. So those are a little less interesting, if only because they tend to be a little, a little more stilted, perhaps. Plus, it just captured the mood of the country at that point. I think everyone was sort of on edge. But in any case, this is a movie that absolutely is worth visiting, if you've not seen it, which I hadn't. I had not seen this film, hadn't even really heard of it. But upon digging a little bit into the backstory of this movie, it became clear it was one that I needed to see, and I'm so glad I did. And this Severin release, which is based on the original camera negative, it's a 4K scan, does a terrific job at bringing this movie back to life, and it's absolutely a flick that needs to be seen by anyone that calls themselves a cinephile. So on that note, please do take care out there, everyone. Stay safe, be kind, and if you've seen this movie, give a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So take care, and please, by all means, keep watching good cinema.